Hi, this is Dr. Jeff Davis, President of Lordship Investments and Director of New Way Community Development, coming to you today with 5 minutes to live by. In this program, we look at different subjects: Christianity, business, insurance, sales, finance, to name a few. Today, we're going to be coming out of a book I wrote, Success, A Journey to Your Final Destination. Success is not an accident, it's on purpose. And this book looks at different principles to help us to find that purpose. Now, we have been looking at the definition of success, and today I want to come to you from another thought, perspective, etc. And that one is success is a journey, not a destination. Success is something that we do in order that we might be. It is not guaranteed, it is something that we strive for. I want to share with you a critical element of success. Successful people learn this. You must control your internal environment and work to have your external environment conducive to success. We call this self-talk. You must begin your journey to success by talking to yourself, by sharing with yourself what you believe, what you hope for, what you plan for, what you're dreaming, what you're believing, what you're aspiring for. Shared this before, and I'm going to share it again, my own personal definition. Whatever the mind can conceive and the heart can believe with unrelenting passion, you can achieve. Successful people understand that success is a journey. It is a starting point, the journey, and the end point, meaning you are not successful just because you made it to the end. It all depends upon how you got there. But the journey to get from where you are to where you want to be is where success begins. Successful people know that you have to strive to survive. You have to want to do more in order to have more. You have to want to be in order to see. If you're going to get to the place that you want to be at in this life, you have to learn how to do things like telling yourself that you're successful. And you have to learn how to do it in the present tense, not the future tense. Now, again, as I've said earlier, the Bible has a lot of things to say about being successful. And although, it focuses on a relationship with God, but it looks at how God has created all of us, each of us, to be successful. And he wants us to understand that he wants you to be successful. God is not interested in people struggling and failing and falling short and feeling depressed and defeated, because that's not what any good parent would want for their children. A good parent wants their children to not only succeed, they want them to succeed better than they have. They want them to do better than they've done. Success requires commitment. And the commitment starts in the beginning. And so, how do you get ready to be successful? Understand it's the journey. It's everything that you do as you pursue your goal. And it begins, I believe, in the morning. Early in the morning will I seek you. Now, regardless of what time your day starts, before you get into the day and get into all the different things that you have to do for the day, you first and foremost need to get into yourself. You need to get yourself ready to succeed today. Understanding that success is a series of steps. And the most important step you will ever take is believing in yourself. When you study the lives of successful people, and if they will let you go back into the time when they were not successful, when they had not accomplished their goal, you will find that they did things to get ready for something that had never happened. When Jim Carrey wanted to get into acting, one of the things he wanted to do was to get a check for $10 million from acting. At the time, nothing. He hadn't done anything, wasn't doing anything, but just thinking, I want to be an actor. And so he positioned himself. He made a way for him to slowly, yet methodically, step through doors of opportunity, being ready to act when called upon. And the day finally came when he got a $10 million check for a movie. He accomplished his goal. When Arnold Schwarzenegger came to this country, he came under the guise of a bodybuilder. That's what he had done, and he was good at doing that. But he did not believe that his ultimate goal in life was just to be a bodybuilder. He wanted to be more. He wanted to have more. He wanted to do more. He thought about things like business, real estate. He thought about businesses. Ultimately, he thought about government. And if you study his life, you see that systematically, periodically, doors opened. He took advantage of opportunities. He accomplished his goals. The list goes on and on and on. Success leaves clues. Never think for 1 minute that successful people get there by accident. See, I'm not talking about growing up in a family where your family's rich and all of a sudden now you're rich and people look at you and they think that you're great and successful. That's not success. Sorry if I'm busting your bubble, but anytime someone gives you success, you're not successful. Okay? Because the reality is the only reason you're successful is because of the opportunity that you were given. And as I've said before, you don't control opportunity. You have no control over the family that you're born into. I mean, you just wake up one day and realize you're there. You might grow up in a family that's poor. You might grow up in a family that's rich. You might grow up in a family that's middle class. But here's the one thing that all of us need to realize. None of us had anything to do with that. I mean, because you just wake up in the world and now you're in the world. Bill Gates said this: if you're born poor, that is not your fault. But if you die poor, that's your fault. If you want to be successful, you have to desire to want to be successful. No one can make you successful. People can push you to be president of a company because your father was CEO. And though he pushed you in the position, but that doesn't mean you've got the passion, doesn't mean you have the heart, doesn't mean you have the desire. It just means the opportunity opened the door and somebody pushed you through it. Successful people make their own way. Successful people find out what their passion is and they pursue it. Now, your father could have a business and the passion that's in him could be in you. So maybe you want that. You want to be the junior, as it were, of what your father was, because what drove him drives you. That can be successful, see, because that's you. But for someone to just take it and make it for you, that's not success. Not true success. True success is something that you have to believe in your heart. You have to conceive in your mind. You have to receive for yourself. And you have to get out there and strive and work for it until it comes to pass. Now, you may get a lot of doors that open. You may get a lot of opportunities. You may get a lot of chances. And you want to be thankful for those. Never begrudge the fact that a door opens for you. Thank God the door opens for you. But to be successful, truly successful, to start this journey, you have to start the journey. And it begins in your mind, begins in your heart. It begins in you saying, this is what I want for me. I want this for me. This is my goal. And if I accomplish this, I will feel good about myself. Why? Because I have accomplished my goal. And my goal is to be a success in everything I do, every day I wake up, no matter what it takes. Success. You have to, in addition to looking at the journey and believing in yourself, you have to look at your environment. You have to evaluate this external environment, and then you have to eliminate the factors that contribute to failure. I've had friends in my life that I thought were dear, dear friends until success began. When I met a girl that I liked, I'm a teenager, and we all meet girls that we like, hopefully. My friends all had girlfriends. We all had girlfriends. Going to high school and, dating girls, etc. That was just part of life. But I met a girl that I thought I should be married to. And all my friends thought it was nuts that I should want to be married. They thought that, you got a girlfriend today, you might have a different one tomorrow. Just go with the flow and enjoy yourself. But then I stopped going after the other ones because I liked this one particular girl. She liked me. We had fun together. Ultimately, I got married at an early age. And I found that my friends changed. See, you want to eliminate the external environment around you that could help you to fail. Sometimes it is people. Sad to say, you may like them, you may love them, you may have been around them. But if they are going to cause you to miss your opportunity to be successful, then you really have to ask yourself, is my success worth it to me? Not to them, because they're okay with you not succeeding. But are you okay with not succeeding? And I hope the answer to that is no. Because the goals that you set for your life define your life. And if what you want is really good for you, then you should want it. And in wanting what is good for you, you can strive to become what only you can be. And that, my friend, is someone great. You can be great. Success, a journey to your final destination. You can get this book at our website, www.nwcom.org. Again, that's www.nwcom.org. Or you can pick it up on our website. That's the website, excuse me. You can pick it up at Amazon. Look for books under Dr. Jeff Davis and Jeff Davis. So until the next time, until we meet again, this is Dr. Jeff Davis wishing you a day filled with both success and happiness.